to Let's Play Gran Turismo 2, episode 98. Alright, we are nearly halfway through East City as we have now completed our first 4 manufacturers of Daihatsu, Honda, Mazda and Mitsubishi. And so now of course we're going to head further along here to Nissan for our next 5 events. And also, because I know very well that obviously I have enough space, I of course am going to purchase the cars. So I'm going to purchase myself this Nissan Silvia Q's, and also getting it because obviously this is the car I need for the first event, and I think it has a racing mod, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm also going to get myself this Micro Super Turbo as well, because obviously I'll need that as well. And I think as far as I know I'll also need a GTR as well, so I think what it is I'm going to get is... no, that's a GTS. Should be somewhere down here. Ah, here it is. I'm also going to get myself this Skyline GTR R32, because obviously I shall need that as well. And I think I'll also need a Nissan Almera as well. But just going to have a look and see if one's available in the used car lot, and if it isn't, then well, I'll just purchase it from... okay, there is not one available there, and just to be sure of this, I have 3 cars I need, and obviously I need 2 more, so I need a Nissan Almera, which I think is somewhere in here, and indeed there is one in here, and well, I'm going to get this one because, well, this one is cheaper. And as for the colour, well... oh, I like that blue. I'm definitely getting that blue. And also, for one more, I of course am going to get myself the Skyline GT Turbo, because obviously I dare to be different. And oh, I like that silver. I also don't mind that dark blue. That yellow definitely stands out, but you know what, yeah, I'll get this thing in silver, just because I want to. And so officially, now that I have purchased all 5 cars I need, it's now time for me to do the tuning to this thing for our first event. Since obviously I would suspect I have everything I need in order to succeed, but obviously putting on the engine tuning, and I'm also going to put on the sport tyres just in case, even though I probably don't need them, but I am putting them on anyway. And I think this car is a turbo, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Oh, no it isn't. Okay, it's an NA. And does this thing have a racing mod? And yes it does. Oh, I like that one. That is a nice one. But anyways. So, I think I've made a confirmation on saying this thing does have a racing mod. And well, just in case, I am going to get myself the Stage 1 engine, just in case. You know, in case if I'm underpowered, but anyways. It is now time for us to head to our first event at Nissan, which is the Silvia and 200 SX Club. Memorial race for all Silvia and 200 SX models. And I'm going to head to the first race. You know what? I think instead of just constantly fucking myself with this, I'm just going to do it now. I'm going to put on stage 1 weight reduction, just so I can actually drive this thing. And also, yeah, that's about all I think I need to do, but still, do I have the sport tyres on already? Yeah, I do. Okay. And well, just because I'm going to need a little bit more horsepower, I'm going to put on the racing exhaust, just so that I've got a little bit more of a shot down the straights. This is attempt number 3. Okay, so even though I was actually able to finish this time, since I finished 3rd in my previous attempt, hopefully this time I might be able to win this, but just because I want to be cautious, I'm going to put on a sports suspension so I can actually get some more grip through the corners, and I think that's about all I really need to do to this thing. And well, just because I want to be stubborn, I'll put on the sport brakes just in case, and hopefully that should be everything I need, because even though I have actually been able to drive the car this time, obviously it's still not enough for me to secure the W. But I will try again, because I have to. And this time we're going to another night circuit, as we are heading to Special Stage Route 5. And hopefully, if I have done everything correct, I should have everything I need to win. And if I don't, then well, I'm going to be pissed, considering this is now my 4th attempt of doing this. And my win ratio is probably shot now. But I am hopeful that this time I have got a bit more of a threshold on this, and if I don't, then yeah, I will be sad. In other words, I'm sad. Considering obviously my car itself is already off the pace compared to the AI anyway, but I am hopeful that this time, since this is now my 4th attempt of recording this, considering my 3 previous attempts have failed, I'm hoping this time I will be able to achieve success, as of which it is now already the first lap, and officially I was close in the previous attempt, but I just wasn't quite able to get there, probably because I didn't have the handling to officially get this car up into where it should be. But I'm fairly confident that this time, since I have pretty much put on all of the fucking performance specs I can, I'm hopeful that this time I may be able to win. Or at least I'm hoping I'll win. And if I don't, then I will be beyond pissed. Even though I've already been pissed off once. This, obviously, I'm very much having to push hard to put myself into contention for a possible W. Considering obviously I'm clearly using the most underpowered car of the lot, but somehow I am able to actually slot myself into contention this time. And all going for the lead. Somehow it still worked because I got nudged. Somehow the S15 was able to nudge me up into the lead. It is precisely where I am now. It is confirmed I am up into the lead. Here at Route 5. have to fucking berate me. And for once in my life, I am actually going through them. Also, furthermore, this is Special Stage Route 5 Reverse. Should have probably mentioned that earlier, but obviously I did not. And I will need to charge up the inside if I'm going to get this one done. Which is precisely what I do, and I think I may have it this time. Well, they might be closing in, but hopefully I will have it this time. Come on, can I get it? Can I get it? Come on, can I get first? Can I get first? Can I get first? Can I get first this time? Come on. Yes! It is possible. I have won the first race using an 1800cc Nissan Silvia Q's S13, as it was the Nissan Silvia K's 2000cc, which was second, followed by the 200SX, which was third, and then there was the two Silvia Spacar Aeros, and then at the back was the 200SX K's Aero. As I won that by just under 2 3/4 seconds. But there we are. 3 failed attempts, and on my 4th one, I finally did it. I did everything I needed to do, basically. And somehow I still won. But anyways. There we go. Our first race is done. And now we can officially move on to our second race. And obviously gonna head over to tuning. And well, I'm gonna keep on the parts I currently have and not change those, as I am putting on all 3 stages of weight reduction, and I'm also gonna put on the racing mod as well. And there is only one type here. And also furthermore, this thing does actually look better in black than it does in blue in my honest opinion. And well, since I know blue is already in the vinyl livery of this racing mod, I'm gonna get this one in black. So I have done that, and as for the rims, well, I'm gonna keep those the same, because that is how restrictive I can be with myself. And just in case, I'll get myself the Stage 2 engine just in case, even though I don't think I'll need it, but we'll just wait and see. Considering I have actually had some trouble with this one, but hopefully in the racing modded event we shall not have as much trouble as we did with the first one. Okay, I think I may possibly need a fully customizable gearbox for this, if I'm gonna win this. I may need this, and also just because this is actually harder than I thought it was going to be, I'm gonna put on the carbon propeller shaft as well, since that could come in handy. But hopefully this time I might be able to secure victory. As we are now going to high speed ring on this attempt, and that should do it. Okay, so this is now attempt number 3 of the racing modded race, and hopefully this will officially be the charm. And if it isn't, then I'll just go fuck myself. And shifting up into second so I can avoid the wheel spin. And since I have a customizable gearbox this time, I might be able to get myself into contention for the W. Since obviously I named that names. Victory may be on the cards this time, considering I have had to struggle with this rather a lot to get myself up into the position I think I should be in. So, I came close on the previous attempt, but obviously, because I fucked up in the final section, but obviously because I fucked up right before the final corner at midfield, that was effectively how I lost. And this time, my car is a lot more on pace now than it was for the first race than it was compared to the first time I driven this thing. So I knew I was needing upgrades, but I didn't think I was going to be needing this many upgrades just to try and win this. Considering how underpowered this thing is compared to the AI, who are probably turning more than 200 horses, possibly more than 250, methinks. Well, I'm sure one of them is. And yep, okay, I'm not concentrating. But can I at least get the W this time? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Yes! It was tricky, but I eventually managed to excel, winning by just over 2/10 over the Silvia S, which is the S15. And then the rest of the field was basically 200 SXs, as it was the Type S in third, then it was the 200 SX K's Aero fourth, followed by the 200 SX Type X in fifth, and then at the back it was the Nissan 200 SX Q's. Still, that was a very close race, because I won by just over 2/10, and the gap overall from first to sixth was less than half a second. That's literally how fucking close it was in the end of that, and also how close I was to absorbing another bitter defeat. But anyways, I am so glad that is finally done. 4 tries in the normal race, and 3 tries in the racing modded race, and yet somehow I eventually did it. And it's another replay that I can save, thankfully. Yes. It was tricky, but I am so glad I eventually succeeded. So, took me 2 failed attempts, but I eventually succeeded, and also 3 failed attempts to succeed with the first race, but I have succeeded with both of those. And now we can move on to our next event, which is the Almera Cup. And Yep, just as I anticipated, my average win ratio has dropped down massively, since I'm now down to just over 84%. That makes me sad, but anyways, I'm so glad that is finally done. And so, we are now 87.67% complete with this game, and so next up is the Almera Cup. Stay tuned for more GT2.